Hello, wonderful person. My name is SaTek Ananda, and I'm the creator of the Stress Relief Blueprint. In this brand new free mini course, I'm going to teach you how to release your anxiety, heal your emotional trauma, and conquer your deepest fears, all in the comfort of your own home without wasting thousands of dollars on years of therapy. In 4 short videos, I'm going to show you what emotions really are, how they work, and how you can change them in minutes rather than years. You see, I grew up traveling with the Ringling Brothers Circus, and I learned the power of emotion watching my father perform in front of thousands of people every night. I learned that all entertainment boils down to one thing: creating an emotional experience. All entertainment in every form is simply the art of synthesizing emotion. Acrobats make you feel daring, lion tamers make you feel fear, clowns make you feel happy, and dancers make you feel graceful. Since it was my family's trade, I learned how to synthesize emotion at a very young age. But it wasn't until I started making films in college that I discovered the true value of emotional synthesis. I was directing my first, it was probably my third short film, and I was working with a talented stage actress who I needed to have like a gut-wrenching emotional breakdown for the climax of this tense, dramatic story. We shot it a couple of times, and although she could cry on cue, she didn't make me really feel her pain. So I pulled her aside and I asked her if she'd ever had a truly traumatic experience. And she said yes. And I asked her, when she thought about it now, does it still feel painful? And she said yes. So I told her to use that. Think of nothing but that experience and to put every bit of pain she could find on the screen. When the gunshot went off, she was mortified, and the visceral nature of every sound and every movement was heartbreaking. I followed her with the camera literally inches from her face. I was mesmerized. It was the most powerful performance I've ever witnessed. And when I said cut, everybody was in shock. And the crew erupted in applause, and people rushed in to take care of her. And after she had recovered, I pulled her aside and I gave her a big hug. And I told her that was the most amazing thing I've ever seen. But out of curiosity, I have to ask, when she thinks about that traumatic event now, does it still feel painful? And she looked down, kind of searching inside herself, and kind of surprised, she said, no, I think letting it out released it forever. And I never forgot that. I think letting it out released it forever. It was my first hint at the power of synthesizing emotion. The second came 10 years later, and this time it was my own trauma. I'd gotten a whiplash in a bad car accident, and I was driving many months later, having mostly recovered, when I heard tires screech and my body seized up and I couldn't move my neck at all. I suddenly realized this is post-traumatic stress, and I could clearly see the possibility of flinching at every tire screech for the rest of my life. So while still driving, I imagined that screeching sound as viscerally as I could, and I said, relax, over and over, as I allowed my body to soften with each exhale. Relax, relax. By the time I got home, less than 10 minutes later, my body was soft and I could move my neck almost fully again. But more importantly, I've never flinched another tire screech ever since. By facing my fear directly and commanding my body to relax, I healed a potential lifetime of PTSD in 10 minutes while driving my car. Since then, I've studied neurolinguistic programming, emotrance, EFT, psychological kinesiology, and many other behavioral cognitive frameworks. And what's interesting is they all work. It doesn't matter whether you tap on someone's face or muscle test them or put them in a trance. There's only 3 things required to heal pain, release trauma, and conquer fears: focusing, feeling, and releasing. You have to be willing to focus on the pain or fear. Then you have to feel all the emotions connected to that trigger. And finally, you have to release the meaning you've given to those feelings. Any process that takes you through those 3 steps literally desensitizes the mind from those conditioned responses. It's like severing the circuits of pain, and it rarely takes more than 10 minutes. If you'd like to see how the simplified process of emotional synthesis works and release your own pain or anxiety, sign up below for my new Stress Relief Blueprint mini course, and I'll walk you through the process. This is the same process I've used to help hundreds of students and clients heal their anxiety, heal their trauma, and conquer their greatest fears. You're going to love this. Sign up below. Change your mind, change your heart, change your life. Namaste.